Hi guys, hello. So this video is going to be a bit different. I usually do not make these kind of videos, but I recently came across a video released by FitTuber. I feel he released it last week, in which he shared 7 makeup products. I believe the video was titled 7 best makeup products in India, and I know I had to talk about it. In no way is this like a diss video for FitTuber. I have been loving his content, always have been loving his content. My family loves it too, and his videos are very insightful, and I am sure that he does a lot of research before speaking on anything. So there were some points in his videos that I believed might work, and others that I thought will not. So I just wanted to share this here in this video. Okay, so if you are interested, then please keep on watching. Okay, so he rightly said in his video that a primer is very essential step to makeup, and it's basically the first step of makeup before you apply your foundation. So he suggested in his video that we could use an aloe vera gel if a person had oily to normal skin, and we could use facial oils like argan oil, olive oil, and I feel he also suggested one more oil which I cannot recall at the moment. So yeah, so he basically said we can use them as primers. I personally believe these things cannot replace primers, because primers are a bit different. Mostly people wear primers to minimize the appearance of pores on their face and just give a smooth base to your makeup so that your foundation sticks on really well on your skin. Any kind of oil on your face is totally fine as long as it's in your skincare step. Okay, it however cannot replace a primer. So the job of a primer is completely different, and these two things, like they are not substitutes for each other. That is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so I personally have dry skin, and in the past I have tried using argan oil as a primer. Not as a primer, I was actually using it in my skincare step, but I skipped primer. I used to skip primer and I used argan oil and then applied my foundation, and within an hour I could see my foundation slipping away from my face. And I do have dry skin, so remember that the oil felt super heavy on my face. So maybe if you want to use a oil, or if you want to incorporate a oil, use them in your skincare routine, and go for facial oils that are specially meant for your face, so that they don't feel as heavy on your face and gets absorbed quickly. So moving on to the foundation. So he mentioned 2 foundations. One was from Ruby's Organic and the other one was from Just Herbs. They both have 5 shades. They can do better obviously, and they both have pretty light coverage. So if you are someone who wants a medium coverage or a full coverage, then you would be disappointed if you buy them. Other than that, those 2 brands are really killing it. If you are someone who goes for more natural things in their skincare or makeup. The third thing that he spoke about was mascara, and he spoke about a mascara from Soultree, and I have tried it in the past, and I personally like voluminous long lashes, and that mascara is very I don't know, lightweight. All it does is it will give you a black coat of liquid on your lashes, and it does not lengthen it as much. So if you are someone who's just looking for a very natural look to your lashes and you already have pretty good lashes, then yeah, you can totally check that out. Next, moving on, he spoke about blush, and he spoke about 2 blushes in his video. I recall one was from Ruby's Organic, which I've heard really great things about them, but I have personally not tried it, so I cannot tell you how that is. Also shared a DIY in which he crushed up rose petals, and yeah, he basically said you can use it as a blush. So I have also crushed rose petals in this, and oops So yeah, I have also crushed rose petals in this, and I'm excited to see if that works, and that is why I'm not wearing any blush today. So let's see if this works. So I specially got roses for this, and I felt so bad crushing them up, but yeah. So these are the crushed roses, and I don't want to use my brush for this because it will get super dirty, but I will just try putting it on my cheeks and see if this gives me any kind of pigmentation. And I don't know if I can see anything at all as of now, but okay, well, to be honest, when I was applying it, I was not able to see myself, and I thought I was just patting on the rose juice on my face. But now that I can see it in my mirror, the rose petals are stuck to my face, so BRB. Super hard to take it out. So I don't know how this will work as a blusher, because you do apply foundation before blush, and if you are rubbing your face this much, the foundation will lift off. Okay, so I personally saw no difference here, but I will let you decide for yourself if you can see the difference on camera. But in real life, I see no difference other than that, other than my foundation has kind of picked off from here. But yeah, anyway, so if someone has a broken leg, he will not go to a general physician, he will go to an orthopedic doctor. And I feel sometimes things are best left in hands of those people who really know what they are doing, okay? And these cosmetologists have studied for years, and yeah, I feel they know what they are doing. So I anyway do not like DIY stuff. Okay, so firstly, I will not do it again because it was very messy, and my bed is completely filled with crushed rose petals, and my mom's gonna hate that. So other than that, if you see cost per use, and I am someone who's really into all these stuff, so a rose costs you around 15 to 20 rupees depending on where you stay, okay? So I feel that you are good to go if you buy the blushes that he recommended in his video, other than going out and purchasing a rose every time you want to use a blush, okay? And it's also messy, and I don't think you get a lot of pigmentation out of the rose, and I don't know what word to use but yeah, I guess you don't get a lot of pigment out of the roses, so I would not do that again. So he recommended two kajals. One comes in a pot and the other one is shaped like a triangle. It's very similar to the Himalaya kajal, but this one is from Soul Tree, and he recommended those two kajals. And I personally do not enjoy those kajals. I mean, not those particular ones, but the ones that comes in a packaging like that, because it can get really messy while you're applying it. And I have tried the Himalaya one in the past, and when the stick gets really chubbier, it's very difficult to apply it on your lash lines. So yeah, will not be doing that. He also mentioned that you can use kajals as your eyeliner, which is totally cool if you want to do that, but those particular kajals are super creamy, and the kajals that usually come in a pencil form or in a retractable form are much better if used as eyeliners, because a kajal like that, which is so creamy, and apply it as an eyeliner, it will smudge like that, okay? I have done it. I have done these mistakes in the past, and I just hope that, I don't know, I just wanted to share this so that you don't make the same mistakes. Lastly, he spoke about lipsticks, and he mentioned lipsticks from Just Herbs, Ruby's Organic and Soul Tree. They are all pretty great and very nourishing for your lips. I have personally tried the lipstick from Just Herbs, and it's very good, very nourishing for your lips. They do have really pretty shades too. However, these days when I am stepping out of the house, we all have to wear masks, okay? And all these lipsticks are very hydrating and they are not matte. So just for this particular time, if you use these lipsticks, you will be disappointed because they will transfer really fast onto your mask and will get a bit messier. Apart from that, these lipsticks are really great. Okay, so my conclusion for that video was that the poison is in the dose. Just always remember that. I have personally been into makeup for more than 6 or I guess 7 years now. However, I don't feel like I know everything about makeup and I'm an expert or anything of that sort. Even I am learning every day, and we all are learning every day. So I just wanted to mention these points because I have made the same mistakes in the past and they have worked out horribly for me. So I just thought I would share that with you so that, I don't know, you don't make the same mistakes, I guess. And again, makeup is so subjective that maybe some of these things you have tried and you love them a lot, but I do not, because everybody's taste in makeup is very different. So okay, with that we come to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you liked it or found it helpful in any way, then please give this video a thumbs up. Also consider subscribing before you leave, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.